Everybody, Adam Carey here, Hypus here Collectibles, and today I do have a product that you have not seen on this channel. This is a box of 1994 Flair. As you can see here, as I try to get it in here without any glare, again it's having a little bit of a tough time zooming. This does have the Alex Rodriguez rookie card, so that's what we're looking for. Flair was a upper end product back in the day. Imagine a pack of these cost around $3. Because of the fact that these were actually kind of hard to find for me, I went ahead and picked it up as soon as I saw it. You can pick one of these up on eBay, somewhere around $60, $65 depending. As you can see there, Flair does have some inserts if I can find them. There is a collectible series. There are inserts there. So this is a hobby box. No autographs or anything like that. You can see this is Series 2, so there are some die-cut designs. My biggest concern with these to make sure that they weren't a brick. Hopefully these were kept in a good place. So let's go ahead and rip these open. And again, I apologize if the glare is a little much or you can't see what I'm getting into here. So this box is almost 25 years old. So here we go. If you do hear my cat Garfunkel running around, just ignore him as well. So those are beautiful packs. Wow, I have not seen these in quite a while. These packs actually are like a card box, like they're actually in a box. So you can take a look at the back there. Limited edition inserts will appear. Turn this off there. Range of odds, 6 packs to 1 to 21 packs. So Flair makes these, obviously. They are presented by Flair, but they are Flair. So let's go ahead and rip some of these open. I do have my scissors here because I can tell you these are tight. So let's see what we can do as far as getting into these here. These were not searchable, obviously. They did have the plastic on them, but these were not searchable by a long shot. Goodness gracious. So back in the day when you went to a store to get these, there was no way to know what was in them because of how these things are not only wrapped individually, but even if you were to take the plastic off, you then have to open up the box. So I'm going to toss that down there. So the top comes off of these. See, there's the top. And then you get into your cards. And what I was saying is you see these are actually sealed as well. So there are 2 different layers to get in here if I don't knock my camera down. So let's see what we can pull. And again, these are 1994 Series 2. So first off, looks like we got a Joey Hamilton. And wow, these things are thick. You're going to take a look at the back of them there. These are gorgeous. So you see the photo left to right design with the actual logo of the team. And there's the number of the card. I like these a lot. These are very nice. So got a whole box of them here. And of course they're all backwards and inwards. They're very thick cards. So let's go ahead and turn these over here. So that is a Lou Whitaker. Just a gorgeous card. They feel like they're stuck together, but they're not. They're just big cards. So there is a, what is that, I can't even hardly see that. That is a Phil Leftwich, California Angels. I'm going to go through these a little quicker once we get our first looks at them here. We know what we're looking for. There's a Carlos Garcia. And of course all of them are backwards, so let's just turn them all around. There's a Ravello Manila. I don't know half of these people, obviously, because half these people didn't make it into the league. If they made it into the league, they weren't there for very long, as you can tell. There's a Rick Wilkins, former catcher of the Cubbies. There is a Roger Sockled. Rafael Palmeiro ruined his chances of getting the Hall of Fame by denying in front of Congress that he was on steroids, and of course, he was immediately outed. And Ruben Sierra, who played for about 40 years, it seems like. So, nothing in the first stack, but overall, these packs are just very nice. Like I said, these packs are almost impossible to get into. So, there is no searching these packs. You have to break through one layer and then get into a second layer. So, I went ahead and took the top off of that one there. Yeah, there is no getting into these without help. Doing a throwback to these cards because, again, I was very curious. Like I said, I didn't open a lot of these whenever I was younger. So there is a Orlando Miller. Now they all switch up on us here. Shane Mack. Another Rick Wilkins. There's like 200 cards in this set, I believe. This pack looks almost identical to the last one. Literally same cards, same everything. Literally, this is the same pack. Okay, there is one different card, Blackjack McDowell, who had a fireball back in the day, but that's interesting. Again, we are looking for any inserts. We are looking for that rookie card, which was the Alex Rodriguez rookie card. Find an easier way to do this here. I'm going to have to damage the packaging, but I'm not going to sit here and play around getting into these. Otherwise, we will be here all day. And I know y'all have other things to do. I want to respect your time. Do want to thank you for stopping by my channel. I know I haven't put up any videos lately. Been taking a little bit of a sabbatical, but I am back. Please hit the subscribe button, as we will be doing all kinds of different breaks going forward. There's a Pat Listash. Damian Easley. Again, Roberto Kelly for the Braves. Couldn't stand the Braves back in the day. Talking about timeless, Julio Franco. This is 1994 Flair. If we look at the back here, Julio Franco played his first year, if we can zoom in on there. His first year was 1983. I'm not mistaken, I am pretty sure he played his last game in 2009, 2010. He was 50 years old before he retired. And that's him on one of his numerous teams. There's a Craig Biggio. That's a nice card. Hall of Famer Craig Biggio. You know his son Kevin Biggio, who's in the league now. Jerry Brown. There's a Mark Grace. And Mike Devereaux and Rod Beck, former powerhouse closer for the San Francisco Giants. Rest in peace. Rod Beck actually had quite the arm. I didn't do any buy-ins or anything on these. With a 200 card base set, we're going to see all the cards in these pretty quick. Again, I want to see what Hall of Famers, see what rookies we pull, and we all know the main rookie we're looking for is that Alex Rodriguez rookie card. So if we can find that, I will be a happy, happy camper, and won't feel like I wasted my time. The good thing about these, though, these things being so well sealed, they are not sticking together at all. So there's a Jorge Fabregas, Mark Lemmy. There's a Roberto Hernandez, another guy who had an arm back in the day. Ken Caminiti, home run machine, a part of that Astros vaunted lineup back with Bagwell and Biggio back in the day. There is Chuck E. Carr. Chuck Carr, the speedster, one of the original Marlins. Derek May. Jay Buhner, another power guy. Sid Fernandez. Scott Brocious. And looks like we got an insert. This particular insert, infield power Will Clark. That is a nice insert. You can see that is a beautiful card. Look at the back here. Just kind of tells you a little bit about Will Clark. Will Clark should be in the Hall of Fame in my opinion. But that is our first insert of the day. As we continue pulling out of these here. 10 cards per pack, like I said. I think there's 24 packs in here if I'm not mistaken. Again, there's infield power, there's a hot glove insert, and a wave of the future insert. I've never actually seen the Alex Rodriguez rookie card, but I know it when I see it. There's a Bill Wegman, and now they turn upside down on us. Cool deal. So, Greg McMichael, remember him from the old TBS days as I was waiting for wrestling to come on. Doug Drabeck. There's another original Marlin, Greg Colburn. I am a Marlins fan. The Marlins were awful this year. Denny Nagel, throw a few no-hitters if I'm not mistaken. There's a nice one, Randy Johnson, the big unit, in his Seattle Mariners outfit uniform. Nice card there. I'm going to set that one to the side. That is a nice card. These cards have such a good feel to them. I mean, you could tell these cards were the upper echelon back in the day. Matt Mieske. I remember that name. Matt Mieske. I don't remember him doing much, but I remember the name. So I am 37 years old. So back in the day when I collected till around 1998. You would find me picking up a lot of tops. A lot of what you see with Fairfield now, I would be picking these up. They were Grand Slam boxes at Walmart. you would get about 400 cards, and every box had an autograph in it. And I can show y'all in another video what I'm talking about. I've been looking for one of those boxes. If any of y'all have them unopened, please let me know. This is a Devon White. Bernie Williams, that's a nice card. Bernie from the Yankees back in the day. Excuse me there. Henry Rodriguez. Omar Vizquel. Charlie Hayes. There's a nice one, Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez. I love this card because, again, look at all the pictures you get. You get him in action, you get him at bat. Then if you turn it around, you get another one of him. Looks like he's playing catch. So, nice card, another Hall of Famer. There's a Bip Roberts. Bip Roberts, another speedster. I always remember the fast guys. Matt Williams, who had, let's say he pushed 60 home runs one year. I might be wrong. I know he had quite a few home runs. Let's take a look here. It's kind of hard to see, but you can actually see there. As of this card, he was hitting in the 30s. I want to say it was 96 maybe. He had such a big year. And there is a Wes Chamberlain. So, again, if you're just joining us, I know we're not live, but if you decided to skip ahead a little bit, we are looking for that autograph. The rookie card. I'd love to have an autograph. The rookie card of Alex Rodriguez. Unfortunately, there aren't any autographs in any of the 90s. You would find them maybe in Upper Deck in the early 90s, but whenever they did the autographs, the search cards, the chase cards, there was only like 5,000 of them if I'm not mistaken. So, chances of that, the Ted Williams run and all that. There's a nice insert. Infield power, Fred McGriff. I do like that card a lot. Again, shows him up at bat, shows him in the field. We take a look at the back of it. It's going to give us a little bit of information about old Freddie. Fred McGriff had a stellar career with the Braves. He also started with the Blue Jays, if I'm not mistaken. We will lay that insert right over there. All right, we're going to go ahead and fly through these. So Mickey Telson, Ron Karkovice, hated him growing up just because my favorite player of all people was Carlton Fisk, and he backed up Carlton Fisk. There's an Andy Van Slyke. Shout out to Jab's family. Loves him some Andy Van Slyke. There's a Ray Sanchez. Edgar Martinez, Hall of Famer. Like that a lot. Put him in the Hall of Fame pile, hit pile. Mike Mussina, another stellar career, Mike Mussina. And that is a nice card. Look at that Ricky Henderson. That is gorgeous. Ricky jumping up to make a play and swinging in the background. Very nice. We'll put that over there. And a Dave Nielsen. So again, these cards, 200 base set cards. One of them, this is Series 2, so one of them should have our Alex Rodriguez in it, hopefully. We are looking for that Alex Rodriguez. Hopefully we will find it here shortly. So again, thank you for tuning in. I have a lot of videos that are coming up soon, break-wise, so stay tuned. There's a Brian McRae, Father Hal McRae. Actually coached for quite a while. Let's turn these over here. Rick Aguilera. Okay, Bobby Bonilla, still on the Mets there. Bobby Bonilla is infamous for Bobby Bo Day, where he receives, I think, a $2 million check until like 2030 because the Mets were garbage. And they made a terrible, terrible deal with him. JT Snow was a hot card back in the day. There's another Hall of Famer, John Smoltz, one of the rare guys who could do it starting and closing. John Smoltz, you'll hear him calling the World Series. Danny Bautista and Shane Reynolds. So we are moving right along here. So far we've had some inserts. Nothing crazy. Got some Hall of Famers. We are looking for that Alex Rodriguez. And again, if I don't find the Alex Rodriguez, I'm not going to be too tore up. Alex Rodriguez, obviously, has his faults, but he was always one of my, I would say, favorite players to watch. But if I had to, as I throw the cards across the room, if I had to choose a player to watch and follow back in the day, Rodriguez had that swagger about him. I always enjoyed watching him play. There's a Neon Deion Sanders. Neon Deion Sanders in his Cincinnati uniform there after his Braves stint. We're going to put him over there just because I like him a lot. There's a Johnny Ruffin. Ken Brown. There's a Tony Gwynn. Rest in peace, Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer. Another beautiful card there, though. Dave Burba. I didn't like him because of his name. I'm not going to lie to you. Dave Burba. Up at bat, Dave Burba. Jose Leaned. I believe he passed away. John Kruk. Denny Hawking and Tom Candiotti. Shout out to John Jebs, The Passage Alive, another great channel. That is his favorite player. It's really not, but, you know, John doesn't necessarily care for Tom Candiotti, but he loves Chris Sabo. So if y'all have any Chris Sabo cards, swing on over to his channel and let him know, because he's looking for every Chris Sabo card he can find. And if you can track down some of his glasses that he wore during the game, I'm sure he even loved that more. Alright, so again, looking for that Alex Rodriguez. At least the cards are different now. Robbie Thompson. There's a Jeff Facero. Juan Guzman. Kurt Schilling. Another great pitcher back in the day for infamous Bloody Sock. Luis Polonia. Kevin Gross. Chad Ojea. There's another Neon Deion Sanders. Like that one. And Bill Swift. So, you know, I get a little nervous. I was really thinking that we would pull that Alex Rodriguez rookie card, but like I said, if we don't, we don't. It's all about the enjoying the part of the hobby that I missed whenever I was growing up, because again, I didn't buy a lot of these cards, and the cards that I like to break when I go back in time to do so are the cards that I never had a chance to really look at much. Just because of the fact that, again, these cards back in the day were a good bit of money. So I didn't do a lot of research before I decided to break these. But I know for a fact going back, these were expensive cards. I just remember that much. So, say Jeff King. And there is, okay, well, it turned around on us. So, Mariano Duncan. Jim Abbott, infamous Jim Abbott, who had only, you could take a look there how he has his glove. He only had one hand. Just an amazing feat to be able to play baseball and pitch with only one hand. Nelson Liriano. Kenny Rogers. Not the roaster Kenny Rogers, not the singer Kenny Rogers. Jeff Brantley. There was a player I collected a lot back in the day, Roger Clemens, for the Red Sox. Just a gorgeous card. You can see that he's wearing his Red Sox uniform there. He had not been dealt off to the Yankees or the Toronto Blue Jays by this point. Scott Sanders. There is a checklist. I hated checklists growing up. And future Hall of Famer Larry Walker. I expect Larry Walker to be in the Hall of Fame any day now, so we're going to stick him over there. So we go ahead and break into another pack here. We are almost through this box. So I don't have a cool nickname for throwing back the clock and all that good stuff for the breaks that we do. What I like to do is try to break anything that, to me, again, is sentimental. So if y'all have anything you'd like to see, something that's not going to cost me $15,000, then by all means let me know. I would be most willing to look for any product. I actually got these from one of my local card shops here in Northeast Florida. So I'd been keeping my eye on them for quite a while and was very happy to take them off his hands. There's another Rod Beck. We are starting to see some of these cards twice. So there's a David Cone, Bill Wegman. Sandy Alomar Jr. was a great player. Mike Stanton, who had an arm back in the day, not to be confused with Giancarlo Stanton. Travis Fryman, Orlando Miller, and Benicio Santiago, who was taken in the inaugural expansion draft. So I'm not putting him over there because he was not a Hall of Famer. But I remember vividly when the Marlins kicked off their inaugural season. And I remember sitting there. I was about 11 years old, and I couldn't understand why this Marlins team that was supposed to be, that was marketed as this hip team, this team that, you know, Florida at the time didn't have a baseball team. So when we got a baseball team, couldn't understand why a 60-year-old man was pitching, Charlie Huff, and why when he pitched, the ball barely moved. He was throwing knuckleballs, but he struck out the side, and that was that. So Wade Boggs, that is a nice card. Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. David Need, I believe David Need is still around. Pat Borders. Tony Fernandez. Another checklist. Bernard Gilkey, another one of John Jabs' favorite player. Darryl Strawberry in his Giants outfit uniform there. And there is our insert, infield power, Jeff Bagwell. I like these cards a lot. I'd love to pull a die cut. I know there are die-cut cards in here. I'd love to pull me a die-cut card, but any insert will work. I don't even know what the value of these cards would be, if any. Probably minimal. I do see a lot of these in 10-cent boxes here or there. But again, though, I mean, me personally, I don't see a lot of boxes out and about, so. Alright, so it looks like off the top, we have an insert here. There's a Mark Acre Wave of the Future. Not so much. I don't think this guy ever did anything. Let's say so much the Wave of the Future. He fell off that wave a long time ago, but that is an insert, so we will put that over there. Notice the inserts are on the back. No wonder they hid these things so well. Because if you could actually look at these cards, you'd see the insert right through the back. So, Greg Vaughn, J.T. Snow, we've seen some of these. Another John Smoltz, Danny Bautista, who had a little bit of power from not forgetting. Shane Reynolds and Kurt Miller and another initial Marlin. So we are, let's see here, we only got about 8 packs left here. Moving right along. So World Series is currently going on. Obviously not as I filmed this, but as I filmed this, the World Series is 2-1 with the Nationals. And obviously the Nationals are some of the foes, since they're in the same division of the Marlins. But I like to see the Nationals win. I don't know why. I just always have. Even going back to whenever they were the Expos. I always enjoyed to watch them. There's a Moises Alou. He was a nice player back in the day. We'll stick him over here. These cards are a little, I don't know, they kind of slide against each other. Really hard to pull apart because they're so thick, I guess. There's a Mike Lansing. Come on. There's a Fernando Valenzuela. I would have never guessed Fernando Valenzuela played for the Phillies at this point. I don't remember what year he retired, but goodness gracious. He is a Hall of Famer. We're going to stick him over there. Mike Stanley. Eric Karros had a pretty good career. Eric Plunk. Again. Hi, John Jabs. Okay, Martin Freeman. And, wow. Jose Canseco in his Texas Rangers uniform. That's a nice card. That's going over there. Jose Canseco, one of the infamous Bash brothers with Mark McGwire, hit a lot of home runs. And unfortunately, he'll never get anywhere near the Hall of Fame after he came out with a book titled Juiced, talking about his steroid usage. Still like him, though, and a lot of people love his cards. So these cards, a lot of these cards will most likely be available. If anybody's interested in some of these cards, I will work you out a deal with some of them. So really nice to have. There's a Jack McDowell. John Hudick. There he is, Charlie Huff. Oh my God, look how old he is. Look at him. Like, he looks like somebody just went to the nursing home and said, hey, can you throw this ball? Look at him holding that knuckleball. My God, man. We're going to sit him over there. Charlie Huff haunted me. There's a nice slam in Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa was terrible with the White Sox. He went on the Cubs, and you saw what happened with him and McGwire in the late 90s. Steroids or not, still very cool. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Hope he is one day. Okay, let's see here. Charlie Reyes. No. You have to excuse my cat. He is clawing at his cat tree. It's okay. Kevin Brown, another great pitcher, threw a few no-hitters. Kevin Brown, I'll never forget watching Kevin Brown. If I'm not mistaken, Kevin Brown was the first big payday in baseball. I think he signed a $100 million contract. Even back in the day, it was like, you know, who got that kind of money to play baseball? So a lot of things have changed since then. Guys are signing for a lot of money out there, and the money's there to be made, so good for them, right? Jose Mesa, who was a wicked pitcher back in the day. Kevin Mitchell had a run in him. Kevin Mitchell was more popular with the Giants, though. Andy Bennis, brother of Alan Bennis. We won't talk about him. He's a piece of garbage. Tom Pagnozzi. Tom Gordon. Tom Flash Gordon, as they called him. Billy Hatcher. Sterling Hitchcock. What a name. I remember that guy. Sterling Hitchcock. And David Cohn. So, we got about, let's see here. I said 8 packs a moment ago. Probably closer to 8 now. I'm not so much thinking that our luck is on our side here when it comes to pulling this Alex Rodriguez, just because I would have liked to have seen it by now, get it out of the way, enjoy the cards. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I said I wouldn't be upset if I didn't find it, but I'd love to find it. What do we have here? So this is another Wave of the Future, Joey Hamilton. I don't remember Joey Hamilton very well, but that is a beautiful card though. Let's take a look at the back of it. Very nice. Very nice cards. We're going to set that over there as I pulled the cards out accidentally. Alright, here we go. Mark Aker, Mike Fetters, Chad Curtis was a big name back in the day. Steve Avery, another one of the vaunted pitchers of the Braves back in the day. Chamberlain, Jeff King. I say back in the day a lot, I get it. But when you're reminiscing like I am, sometimes you just have to say words. And what better word than, or what better term than back in the day, right? So, again, my goal was to get this video in 20 minutes. We're pushing more like 30 minutes right now. So, I appreciate everybody who has hung in there with me as I break these cards. It's just a little harder to get into. There's Chuck Knobloch. You remember Chuck Knobloch was a great hitter. Not a great fielder. He lost it whenever he got moved, I believe, to second base, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't even throw the ball to the other infielder. So, kind of sad if you think about it. There's Brian Hunter, Harold Reynolds, Terry Pendleton, Robin Ventura. Robin Ventura, well known for. Oh, and we got a hit back here. This is interesting. So here is a die cut. Very nice. That is a die cut. Looks like that is going to be Will Clark. Yeah, kind of hard to see the name there, but that is a Will Clark. Very nice. I like the die cut. You can see it's cut as a glove there. Will Clark, Will the Thrill Clark, should be in the Hall of Fame. But that is a nice hit there. I like that. That is, what, 1 in 21 packs, I think? So we've definitely opened up about 21 packs. So right on, right in time. Really cool. Okay. So, bust open these last few packs and let's pray about it. Hopefully we can find that Alex Rodriguez. So, Chad Ojea. Jack Morris. Otis Nixon. Always like he was 70. Boy, could he fly, especially with the Braves in the early 90s. And Bob Tewksbury. Felix Jose. Ricky Jordan. And Pat Kelly. 4 more packs to go, folks. Oops. I just knocked the camera down. Cool. So let's go ahead and get back in sorts here. I'm not the most professional guy, folks, but you know what? You come here to see cards, you see cards. So that's what we do here. I also have a lot of toys I'll be going into as well. I'm a big collector. If you haven't watched my stuff, go back and take a look at some of my prior videos. We do a lot of antique malls. Me and the wife go out searching for things. It's a lot of fun. You will see a lot more of that. I do have some videos I have not posted yet, so keep your mind or your eyes on them, and make sure you ring that bell so you do get subscribed whenever I do drop a video. There's Kenny Lofton, one of the speedsters of the day. Chuck McElroy, Mike Greenwell, Andy Ashby, Greg Jeffries was a hot rookie back in the day. Not so much at this point. Alright, so with 200 cards, I know we've opened 200 cards, and obviously hoping that we would see all 200 cards in the 200 card base set plus the inserts. I did not even look at a lot of the checklist before I did this. So I bought this under the assumption that I was being told all the correct information as far as these cards go. So I would assume there is an Alex Rodriguez in this set. There's a Rafael Palmeiro infield power. Pretty nice card there. Other inserts. We're going to put that in our insert pile, of course. Brown, Joey Hamilton, Bill Swift, some of the same cards. Moises Alou. Okay. Terry Mulholland, Delano DeShields, and Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, who at that stage of the game was playing with the Cleveland Indians. 2 more packs. And let's see if we're going to find the Alex Rodriguez or we're not. So I've had some pretty cool pickups. I am collecting Pete Alonso because he is a former Florida Gator. Go Gators. Now Rojas at Sprague. We are seeing some different cards here still. So Bob Wickman, Ronald Martinez, Pat Shuey, Andres Galarraga, the big cat, home run hitter, Dean Palmer. Here's a Wave of the Future, Chris Gomez. Again, beautiful cards, just don't really know a lot about the players because they never really did anything. Last pack, folks. So this is it. I want to thank you again if you are tuning in to the end here and watching this break of 1994 Flair Series 2. There are more videos to come. There are more videos that have been posted before, so if you have not checked those out, please do. And give me some feedback, leave me some comments. Please hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't watched my videos before, I thank you for tuning in. Alright, there's an Alex Cole. Okay, Geronimo Baroa, Brian Harper, Chili Davis, excuse me. Tony Tarasco, pinch hitter extraordinaire. Joey Cora. Jeff Bagwell, that's a beautiful card. I like that one a lot. Hall of Famer Jeff Bagwell. Brett Barbary, another one of the original Marlins. And there it is! We found it! Second to last card. We hit it. Unbelievable. I did not expect it. I had kind of given up hope, but there it is. Let's go ahead and get this other card out of the way. It's Brett Saberhagen. Second to last card, Alex Rodriguez rookie card. Look at that there. You can see it's in pretty good shape. Nice card. Let's take a look at the back here and get a glance. I'd say it's probably about an 8 or 9 PSA. Beautiful. So that is the hit we were looking for. I did not plan it like that, but we found our Alex Rodriguez rookie card. It was the second to last card, so that wraps it up. So if you stayed to the end, you did see the hit of the box, Alex Rodriguez rookie card. We got it. I want to thank everybody so much for watching. Please, again, do subscribe, tell a friend, share. Visit us on Facebook, Hype is Here Collectibles, HIH Collectibles on Twitter, Hype is Here Collectibles on Instagram. We are everywhere. So I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned for the next video.